Hello, welcome to today's lesson. I see everybody's dressed pretty snazzy. Anna, Jack, brilliant outfits. Okay, so what does fashion mean to you, Anna? Alright, interesting. What does fashion mean to you, Jack? Alright, interesting. Anna, would you consider yourself a fashionable person, Anna? Alright. What about you, Jack? Would you consider yourself a fashionable person? Okay. So, Anna, what is your most fashionable clothing item? Oh, okay. Wow, interesting. What about you, Jack? What is your most fashionable clothing item? I see, I see. All right. So, Anna, how much time do you spend on deciding what to wear? Okay, and you, Jack? All right, excellent. Very interesting to hear from the both of you. So, in today's lesson, we are going to listen to a BBC radio interview on 1980s fashion. Okay, so our lesson will consist of 3 tasks: a pre listening task, and then the actual listening task, and then a post listening task. Okay, the main objectives of today's lesson are to improve our listening skills, okay, to recognize fashion related vocabulary from the audio clip, as well as to discuss and draw conclusions from what we hear in today's audio clip, which is on 1980s fashion. So, what is the topic we are covering today? Okay, interesting. And then, what skill are we improving on today? All right, excellent. I hope you're ready for today's lesson. Okay, so the title of our audio clip is 1980s fashion. Okay, so just by listening to that title, 1980s fashion, what do you think our listening comprehension will be about? This should be pretty simple. What do you think our listening comprehension will be about? Okay, so just a bit of random prediction. Okay, how many speakers do you think there will be in today's audio clip? Anna? Okay, all right. What about you, Jack? Take a wild guess. Okay. All right. So briefly, what do you know about 1980s fashion, Anna? Okay. What about you, Jack? What have you heard about 1980s fashion? Okay. So as I sent you a presentation yesterday. All right. So if you had a look at the presentation that I sent you yesterday, you would see that it is a presentation which is full of pictures of 1980s fashion, right? So just to jog your memory on today's modern fashion sense and style, I have a couple of pictures here of some trendy modern day outfits. Okay, so you have the presentations with you of the 1980s fashion, right? And then we'll just have a look now at some modern day fashion. Okay, so here we have a picture of some modern day fashion clothing. Okay, wow, stylish. Okay, and then we have another image here. All right, so just briefly taking into consideration what you saw in the presentation of the 1980s fashion, and then these images that we have here today of modern day fashion. Okay, what differences would you say you notice between the 80s fashion and modern day fashion? What differences would you say there are? Anna? Okay, what about you, Jack? Alright, so now before we get into listening to today's audio clip, we have a couple of vocabulary words that I want us to first learn how to properly pronounce. Alright, and then after that we'll discuss their meanings. Okay, so let's just have a look at these words. Okay, so repeat after me. Indiscretion. Okay, indiscretion. Alright, indiscretion. Okay, very good pronunciation. Alright, here we have our second word, figure hugging. Figure hugging. Very good, excellent. Let's have a look at this word, skimpy. Skimpy. Alright, let's have a look at this word, retrospective. Repeat, retrospective. Alright, come back. Come back. Alright, timeless. Timeless. Okay, excellent, very good work. So did you recognize any of those words? Alright, you did? You recognize some of them? Okay, so indiscretion, have you ever heard that word before? So what do you think the meaning of this word is? Alright, excellent, very good, very good. What about figure hugging? Okay, I see you all know your vocabulary. Very good, very good. Okay, what about this word? Skimpy. Very famous nowadays, used in most of the media. Okay, and then this one, retrospective. Retrospective, retro, almost like metro, have you ever taken the subway, metro train? Okay, so that's where we get sound, metro, retro. It's the same sound there, retrospective. Okay, then come back. Come back, do you know the meaning of that word? Timeless. Alright, excellent. It seems as if you know all the meanings of these words. Alright, excellent. Very good. So I want you to have a look at your presentation that I sent you yesterday on 1980s fashion, and then taking into consideration these vocabulary words that we just looked at. Okay, so which of these words would you use to discuss or describe the 1980s fashion in the presentation before you? Okay, excellent, very good, very good, excellent. And then what about modern day fashion? Which one of those words would you use to describe modern day fashion? Okay, excellent, brilliant. We will now go into listening to today's audio clip, and then we're gonna answer some questions on what it is we hear, and then we're gonna do a bit of a discussion exercise afterwards. All right, excellent.